what happens if you have large gaps in between your laser hair removal sessions? Although sometimes, yes, life can get in the way, you may have holidays booked, etc., etc. Consistency is really key when it comes to getting successful results with laser hair removal. Now, the reason being is because our hairs grow in different stages. Now, we always explain this in our laser hair removal consultations, but again, it does really vary and really will obviously give you that endpoint if we're not really targeting the hair at the right stage. Now, if we look at this diagram of the skin, obviously this would be if you was looking at the skin under a microscope, it just shows you different stages of hair growth. Now, typically for the body, we generally say a treatment needs to be carried out every 6 weeks. Now, why is this? Now, not every single hair on the body is growing at the same stage. The best stage that reacts to laser hair removal is when it's fully connected to this follicle here. We call this the active or the anagen growth stage. Now, when the laser obviously is fired through the skin, it goes underneath the skin, it's converting that light energy into heat, and it's really picking up that pigment of the hair. Now, if the hair is not at this stage, for instance, it might be at this stage, now this is when the hair is ready to fall out, that hair is targeted, but the root is still here. So maybe a week or 2 weeks, or maybe even 3 weeks down the line, you may get regrowth. So we need to keep going until we get at this stage. Sometimes the hair has no reaction whatsoever, and this because the hair, or there is no hair in the follicle itself. So when the laser goes down, obviously it's penetrating, its aim is to pick up that colour or the pigment of the hair. It may have nothing to target. Some patients will say, oh, so my hair's grown back, it's not worked. And again, it's not that the laser hasn't worked, it's because we've probably not got it at the right stage. Is it important to obviously have frequent laser hair removals? Yes, it's crucial to really get that result and ensure you're getting those hairs at the right stage. Now, it's also important to note not every single hair will be growing at the same stage. And now, regardless of what stage your hair is at, if you're paying for underarms, your technician should be covering the whole area, not really ever spot treating, because of this hair cycle, you may not see the hair visibly or the follicle on top of the skin, but actually you want to cover the whole area very consistently every time to try to attack as many hairs we can at the active stage. Now, if you're unsure what intervals or how to start, if you've had a big gap and you want to get back on track with your laser hair removal sessions, do drop us a comment below and we can advise you when will be best to start, because there are, again, periods of time when you should wait from sun exposure, if you've had holidays, or if there's been medications, or maybe there was even pregnancy that has made you have that big gap. Again, if you've had a big gap, those hairs that have been targeted at that anagen stage or the active stage should not be growing again. So some patients ask, the hairs that you destroy, will they grow back? No, the hairs that have been targeted successfully shouldn't be growing back. It may just be those hairs that weren't at the right stage.